I could pull a better podcast out of my head. Hey, kids, welcome to the Tempest Universe.
China.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
It's China to me, China.
Army officers say the missile, found sometime last week, has been inspected at Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside.
China.
This is the Tempest Universe, man. Hold on to your ass. You're in for a hell of a ride.
This is like round 2 of the podcast episode. Like, I went on this whole damn rant about our guest tomorrow, Patrick Coulter, and him being live on YouTube as the podcast is happening. And then all of a sudden, I was playing the song, the first track, when I fucking replay, and it was gone. It was literally gone. Coach Dre is saying the aliens must hate this song. I don't know what happened. I didn't touch anything. Putin is working his magic. Him and the crew. And I'm not gonna lie. Let's be honest. I'm going to tell you what's. I literally have been getting emails, security emails, saying that someone has hacked into in the dark web, my password for most of my accounts. And let me tell you, my password is not the same across the board. So, Putin is working that shit. I understand that. I'm going to play the same damn song. I see the Asgardian is saying no, it's a song they didn't know. I'm going to play it again. But tomorrow, Patrick Cutler will be here, 10 p.m. Central on YouTube. And then, Friday, we'll get it out there, audio only. For those of you who are afraid of YouTube. It'll be out there. And, I was kind of listening to his YouTube broadcast right now, and it's sign of the times. Things that are going out, especially with the Supreme Court and the United States. We're going to try this damn thing again, because I got 5 articles to talk about. Chris Davis, I'll mention you again. Chris Davis in the Across the Pond says, listen, he doesn't like Nick Pope, but he says, hey, I don't know what the hell's going on with him. It makes no sense. It really doesn't. If you guys love yourself some Nick Popette, the fact that these media outlets are trashing him, it's kind of weird, because they were his go-to guy besides Pareidolia Pete, Scott C. Waring. Let's get this damn episode on the road, because I'm tired of repeating myself, so check this out. This is not working out for me. Let's try this again. Let's check this out. Before we get into the first article for today, I want to say this. There's a lot of times that on YouTube, you get a lot of rubber dickers, people who kind of love to stir the pot and just throw BS in there. I want to thank, number one, Blue Chicken. We used to praise Blue Chicken on here. And he disappears and comes back, disappears and comes back. JC, the Nom, and Norm's on there. And by the way, Norm is going to be one of the main Asgardians who's going to be going with myself and, the wife to Area 51 in about a couple weeks, maybe less than a couple weeks. Hopefully the Green Man shows up because it's going to be one day of madness. There is something about visiting Area 51 that is like, you fucking gotta do it. Like visiting Roswell. Like eventually saving enough money to go across the pond and visiting Rendlesham just for the fuck's sake. Just because these are legacy incidents that really are at the core of what UFOs are about. But anyway, JC made a comment recently regarding, and by the way, Renee Cruz, gotta thank her. She's always there. But JC made a comment about kind of Russia and the Ukraine incident. Yeah, I make light of it. It is not something that is comedy-ish. I don't want JC to come up to me like Will Smith and smack me like I'm the Chris Rock, because I will fight back. The point that I tried to make in the last episode was that, number one, stop fucking around. All you NATO fuckers and everyone else, European Union, all you motherfuckers, no, you are in WW3. If you're supplying support, which I'm not saying you should not, because you very, very damn well should be, supplying support to Ukraine, but you're lying to your people. You know very damn well this is WW3. And the thing is, the Russian bear knows it. I've said this many times since January. You cannot poke the Russian bear. Because the Russian bear will talk all kind of shit to its people. But at the end of the day, the rest of the world knows you're fucked. Because the Russian bear is not going to stop. And on the other side of that, you've got China, who will back the bear. Because China knows after the bear, it's them. Nobody gives a fuck what's going on in Cuba. The world knows that China is next. So they will back the bear in whatever they want to do. That's the fear right now. If you look at any news reporting about the situation, the fear is that China will back the Russian bear, and eventually one of the NATO nations is going to get a full 17 in the back door because someone has got to pay the price. That's all I'm saying. And JC, I appreciate your comments, and I appreciate everyone on YouTube that's not a rubber dicker and is not a hater and goes on there and understands that this is life. This is the real thing. This is what's going on now, and this is why all through the day and evening I monitor what's going on in Ukraine and Russia, because if Russia gets the one up on Ukraine, what's going to stop them? Really, after all the shit that the NATO countries are sending, if you're sending all this shit to Ukraine and they still beat the fuck out of Ukraine, what's next? Yeah, Bugs has an opinion, but he's snoring most of it. So, JC, thank you for your comments. I do make light of a lot of things on the world stage, but at the end of the day, we can't be all martyrs for what's going on in the world. We need to stand up, 17 and all, and show that sometimes your international shit doesn't matter because there is a universal shit that's unsolved. By the way, if you can't tell, I've had a lot of alcohol right now. NASA sending new drawings to humans. Oh, no, not to humans. Oh, shit, I gotta stop myself right now. It's not to humans, of humans, to space in an attempt to contact aliens. Could you imagine if they had like a text message thing where they could text message aliens in the Andromeda situation and say, hey, look at my dick pics? That's the problem. Or maybe not. I mean, they might enjoy it. We might have a Andromeda porn hub, and which they will post all those pictures about. It turns out that per a study conducted by NASA, they're proposing that the next message should include basic mathematical and physical concepts to establish a universal means of communication, followed by information on biochemical composition of life on Earth. The study, which is what we're talking about right now, says the images themselves would not be nude of humans, because, really, you'd have to take a survey. What size are you? And then take the median probably and figure out how we represent that in pixelated pics. So what they're saying is NASA is not saying, hey, we're not going to send nudes of Pepe or Gerardo or Robert or, anybody else. We are going to send pictures, pixelated nudes, stencils of a man and woman next to a drawing of their DNA. That's what they want to do. That's the next step for NASA. We've got a library of millions of videos on Pornhub. Why not send them that? Really, if you want to get technical, listen, it's scientific information. So yeah, send a picture of a vagina. You don't gotta pixelate it. Just show it. Be proud. Humans have vaginas. Humans have breasts. Go ahead. Just leave out the augmentations for any of them, like penises, breasts, and just let them know what human beings look like. Listen, they've got to accept the fact that vaginas, penises, and breasts come in all different kinds of shapes and sizes. Why are you going to pixelate it? Like, you're going to blur it out like it's I don't know. Made for kids to blur out the tools of procreation. It's stupid. It's dumb. You're not saying I'm going to send a picture of a dick. I'm not going to send aliens a dick pic. I'm sending a picture of human physiology, which is a penis or a phallus. And then I'm going to send you a picture of vagina. Why would you need to pixelate it? Actually, if you... oh my God, this is why I don't like some of these stories. You know, if you look at it, if your asses have been abducting humans for about 40, 50 years, for fuck's sake, we don't need to send you a pixelated anything. You already know what it is. You've been fucking with humans for the longest. But in the case you're dumb as hell and you just made it to the game, you haven't had the ability to abduct a human, guess what? We're going to unpixelate it for you. We're going to give you the full picture of a penis and a vagina. You do what you will with it. I feel like it's too much information. TMI, NASA, don't give aliens pictures of vaginas and penises. It's not a good idea. It's not. It turns out it's not the first time that NASA has used naked sketches of humans in order to try to make alien contact. Pioneer plaques sent into space in 1972, Pioneer 10 in 1973, Pioneer 11 missions also included drawings of naked humans. I mean, why stop now? You want to pixelate it now because you are hip? No. Give them the full phallus, the full vag, and just go with it. Honestly, listen, if we found an alien, and let's be honest, all of us, let's just sit down for a moment. I know you might be at lunch, taking your 15th break for the day because you've just returned to the office and you don't feel right about it. But let's take a look at this. And don't look at your coworkers. Go to the restroom and think about this. If you were someone who is familiar with vaginas and penises, and then someone turned around after you've been abducting fuckers for decades and send you a pixelated picture, you'd think something was going on. Like someone's trying to pull something over you, so you need to abduct even more humans to find the ones that have pixelated penises and vaginas. Those are the secret weapon. Those are the superhumans that they can pixelate their penises and vaginas so that you are afraid of what's to come. Anyway, that's a plan for NASA, and they're looking at basically, you know, at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that's happening with NASA that we give 4.25 fucks about, especially the fact that they're planning to retire the ISS in 2030. But they're also looking at sending a new message to space. So, you know, apparently the Voyager, if you're a Star Trek fan, or the Voyager missions did not do enough to get the message out about human anatomy. No one's fucking listening. So they plan basically in the future to send another message with pixelated penises and vaginas in order to tell non-humans, should I say, that this is what we got. Love it, hate it, it is what it is. The article that's linked in the description kind of goes into the pixelated human parts and then goes into the eventually, it might happen, I don't know, the decommissioning of the ISS. Between 2025 and 2030, they're thinking that the ISS is 4.2 far fucked. And we're okay with that. Like, I would at least go up there and ask Elon Musk to go rescue that $1 billion toilet, bring that shit back, and put it in one of the Dragon capsules, because why let that go to waste? That guy, could you imagine sitting down on a $1 billion toilet that wipes you, kind of refreshes you, squirts you with a little deodorizer? That is worth saving. I would have a rescue mission just for the toilet. Fuck everybody else that's on there. I don't care. You don't want to leave the ISS? Yeah, okay. Bring the toilet back. So that as a matter of fact, bring the toilet back, put it in a museum where all the museum visitors can go take a dump on $1 billion toilet. It's got to feel different. All I'm saying is it's got to be different. Otherwise, why the hell will you spend all that money? It is what it is. The link is in the description. Nudes are going up into space. Aliens need to see pixelated penises and vaginas in order for them to feel secure. Could you imagine if that's the issue? Could you imagine that if the Pioneer images were too much for aliens and they're like intimidated because we have penises or vaginas? I don't know. That could be an issue, to be honest. Maybe like they're looking at it. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Hey, Mifa. I just got this Pioneer Voyager golden disc. Woo! Look at these penises and vaginas. These guys are human. I will never visit them. It's too intimidating. I don't know. I figured that's what's happening. That's why, Nick Pope, you got it all wrong. It's your phallus that's making aliens stay clear of us. The links are in the description. If you want to read more of the article, check it out.
I spend my days in despair, for in my mind you're still there. When nights turn cold and blue, how will I live without you? I count the days since you've been gone. Somehow, some way, life goes on. I took the good with the bad. You're still the best I ever had. I spend my days in the past. What could I have done to make it last? The sleepless nights bring dreams of you. How do you do the things you I count the days since you've been gone. Somehow, some way, life goes on. I took the good with the bad. You're still the best I ever
All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
Way to go, a-holes!
Hey, welcome to the Tempest Universe. This is Manny. Oh, did the podcast start over again? The sad thing is that once it starts and it stops, it's published. I can't even stop it. So some of you are listening to the second episode for the same shit. That's the way it is. I want to say one thing. I haven't acknowledged the Asgardians in a while. So what's up to Dre, Probe Master, MC, and also Green Man, The Norm. I think somebody else is on here. I'm not really sure. Game Vet. I've said this before. You got to go to his channel on YouTube. You know, he drives semis across the world and United States. And let me give you one of these. And he freaking finds UFO sightings that are freaking unbelievable. And literally, if you take his situation and extrapolate that to other folks that are driving semis or across the United States, and then extrapolate that to countries and the rest of the world, fucking UFO sightings are consistently happening day after day after day. But we seem to be missing the mark. Anyway, the next article right now, Asgardia. I like to visit Asgardia at least once a month because Igor Asherbelli has a, a fledgling society that's eventually going to take off. If you're not aware of what is going on with the Asgardians, not the Asgardians that you hear about on this particular podcast, because they're different. They're ASS, where these guys are just AS, because they have no life, no clue. So Asgardia kind of started a few years ago, in which many people decided to join and pledge your citizenship to a nation that's allegedly the first space nation. No fucks given, that makes no sense. Igor Asherbelli, who is a scientist and a billionaire out of Russia, started Asgardia. The funny thing is that one of my main concerns is way back in the beginning. If you go back to UFO Buster Radio days, I said, what the fuck is this connection to Russia? Think about that today. Today, Russia is being cut off by every goddamn nation on the planet, with maybe 98% of them, maybe 95% of them. But could you imagine if Roscosmos, the Russian space agency, is cutting off connection to the United States? Why wouldn't they align themselves with Asgardia and Igor Asherbelli as the place to go? Well, Igor Asherbelli and the Asgardians, no, we're the Asgardians, so fuck off. The nation of Asgardia, it's better said, has a project called SIRIUS, and the project chief had some things to report in March. We missed this altogether. His name is Mark Belikovsky. And he says, hey, I got a report on the progress of our SIRIUS project. Let me just tell you what the SIRIUS project is all about. It is about having the first human birthed in space. I'm going to give you a few moments to think about that. Now, they don't go into how this is going to happen. Are they going to do the nasty in space? I don't know. Is it going to be like artificially inseminated nasty? Nobody is telling us. But on the planet Earth, they're running this project is a 240-day isolation experiment in which we have a quote-unquote mutter who is going through the experiment. Okay, basically trying to simulate like they've landed on a virtual moon and are about to give birth. Like if someone is born in space, they got to be created in space. Just stop screwing around. We need the full deal. Don't tell us that you injected spermitude into someone on the moon and then decided, they were created in space. We are the first spacefaring nation. which, they're not going to have that accent because they're full Russian on this. So I don't know. This is what's happening right now as we speak. This is what Asgardia is up to. They're trying to figure out if it's okay. They have scientists, they have doctors in this SIRIUS experiment, which is involving VR isolation, where they're isolating their participants. And I had the name of the one female who is part of Victoria Kirichenko. She landed on the moon in their virtual reality test of the SIRIUS project. So, landing on the moon is the first thing. How do you get this going on? Hold on a second. Wait a second. Let me try that again. Oh yeah. How did this go down on the moon? We gotta create this first space baby. I'm sure she has an accent that's Russian, from Russia. But she might have a mustache and sound just like this from years of smoking. Bring it. Mama needs a baby in the oven on the moon. Roskosmos. I can't do that anymore. But that's what Asgardia is planning on. Now, they're thinking anytime between, 2025 and 2030. 2025 might be a little bit too soon because your asses are nowhere near getting somebody just hot to trot and ready to go on the moon. I'm just saying it's a real observation. Take it for what you want. But I don't think so. They could barely, freaking fly sorties over Ukraine. There's no fucking way you're going to get someone pregnant on the moon. But anyway, that's the plan. Igor Ashabeli and the Asgardians want to get Mama Ruski on the moon to get impregnated and literally claim that the first baby born in space is part of Asgardia. This is what's going on right now. Like, I don't know, and some of you may not believe what the fuck I'm saying, but the link is in the description if you want to see. It's an actual article from Asgardia, not from the UK Sun, not from any local paper. This literally is coming from Asgardia. It's what they're doing right now. While you're eating your sausage and eggs and baked beans and blood sausage or whatever the hell that you eat for breakfast. It's happening. And time is going to sneak up on you, and we're going to have an Asgardian baby porked on the moon. I don't get it. It's weird stuff. Check out this next song while we get ready for the next article. The link is in the description. I know some of you love Asgardia. Some of you, actually, when I first started talking crap about Asgardia, some of you sent messages saying, I'm in Asgardia. Like, Manny, I'm in Asgardia. Like, I don't appreciate that you challenge my citizenship. Man, you're paying taxes for two places, one fake, one real. Don't talk to me. Wait. Did I play that already? Try this one.
Shining over everything.
fucking scream at me?
Where's
you
the
dumb
money?
fuck you? Look at you with your fucking 48% body fat.
Listen, I know I'm not professional about what I do, but let's kind of get centered at the moment. We had a mishap, technology type of mishap. The first attempt at the podcast ended up in nothing. Basically, we had an intro and then it just died. That's a technological mishap that I can't avoid. It happens. This is what happens when you have the podcast live. But I feel like having the podcast live is what brings people together to chat about it, and they can, chat back and forth. The Asgardians love doing it because they get to talk shit while I'm doing my podcast, and then I get distracted. But at the end of the day, it is what leads to a lot of technical issues because I can record the podcast on the side, put it in an MP3 file, upload it, and it is what it is. But I try to have them live, like this particular story about a lawmaker in the U.S. Senate that says, for fuck's sakes, the United States itself is powerless to stop UFOs from entering airspace as the Pentagon begins classified briefings on mystery crafts. We kind of covered this on Monday, right? The individuals in the unintelligent committee that received the initial salvo of briefings from the Pentagon and their Office of Fuck My Life / UAP, that they were not impressed with what was going on. They literally were saying, there's a lot of articles right now out there, they're saying it was lackluster, that the Pentagon gives no fucks about what they're reporting, or they have no clue what they're reporting about. But it's not the Pentagon. It's the stupid-ass office that they put together. It's not the Department of Defense. It's the rubberdickers that all of a sudden they spent all this kind of money in that last bill from 2022. And I'm sorry, because Bugs is farting right now in a way that is unconscionable. It is literally messing up my reality. I feel like I'm going through a wormhole. It's horrific. I can't even taste the vodka anymore. I feel like it's all gassy shit right now. Anyway, a member of the House, a Republican by the name of Tim Burchett from Tennessee, is saying, stop it. Literally, I don't trust the Department of Defense to get this right, since leadership there has always been part of a cover-up. We all feel that way, Tim. That's the way it's been. But the thing is, just because you swing your nads, no one gives a shit about it. No one really cares, especially in these agencies who have been empowered with the idea that top secret means top secret. That even if something is released in a FOIA request, you should give zero fucks about it. It is still top secret. So Tim Burchett is upset about it. He says, and I quote, "It is clear from the public evidence that we don't have full control of our airspace." Really? Are you running for re-election? Is that what you're saying this? The world has been saying that for decades. Humanity, not just the United States, not just the UK, not just Australia, not just China, not just anyone in Brazil, none of them and more have had control of their airspace. This is not anything new. Where the hell have you been? What rock have you been sitting under, Tim? Did you just now, or you had some kind of a horse thing where you were, jumping over obstacles? Were you playing polo? And you fell off the damn horse and fell on the polo stick? I'm not going to say which end got the brunt of the stick. and just realize, oh, we're not releasing real information to the public. It's too late for that. That's the reaction you should have had before you needed medical attention in your posterior. The UFO situation is real. It's been real for, I can't even explain how long. I can't even pretend to be able to tell you how long the UFO situation has been real. UAP, whatever you want to call it. Unidentified aerial phenomena, great. Check mark. Tell me how long it's been. It didn't just happen last year with the 12-year-old report from the government. It's been way before that. Maybe even thousands of years, if you are biblical about it. But Tim, he's insulted about it. The Pentagon, the Department of Defense, they ain't telling us shit. No, well, welcome to ufology. Welcome to the topic that no one has been wanting to help people about. Tim. Let's not leave behind Senator Kirsten, which is she's a Democrat, Gillibrand, who says this is an urgent issue. You know, the thing that I need to question, right? These guys who are coming out of the woodwork, you know, who are trying to kind of eat their way into what we, the blue-collar person, knows is real. These guys that are all of a sudden trying to put this shit to bills and budgets and shit like that, did they have an actual UFO incident? That's what I want to know. Especially Gillibrand. The senator, Democratic senator, Kirsten Gillibrand, do you have something you need to tell us? Why are you so fucking passionate about this story? Why are you so passionate about the Department of Defense reporting what's real? There's got to be something there. Otherwise, they would not give two shits about it. Either she had an incident that she wanted to report, her grandma and grandpapa, or her mom and dad, or her great-great-parents must have something that went down for her to be so passionate about getting the Department of Defense to finally talk up about it. And let's be honest. We know the reports have been that whatever they reported recently is lackluster. It means nothing. But for these guys, it might be surprising. I'm a senator. You need to tell me what's going on. Come on. They've been lying to us from the word go. Why shouldn't they lie to you? I mean, you literally are going to serve your term. You may or may not serve another term, but for fuck's sake, you're taken care of. You will retire with a full benefits package that no other blue-collar person in the United States will ever have. Why should anybody believe your efforts? It means nothing. Take someone like Ronnie Dawson or some regular person, throw them into your pay, your benefits, and then turn around and say, tell me your story. And I will make sure that you are covered till the end of days. To the time where 17 comes and gets you permanently. That won't happen. Only they have the privilege of that. And because they do, they keep secrets from us. So for all we know, they told them something significant, and they're telling us it's all bullshit. Can't trust the government. No way. No how. I'm just saying. It is what it is. Check out the link in the description. You want to find out about what Gillibrand and our boy had to say about it. But I feel that Tim Burchett, that Gillibrand, their cries are going to go and fall on zero ears. Nobody gives a fuck what they gotta say. Go back to drinking your coffee at Starbucks. Go back to having your aide, your gopher, get you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Because you're not helping us. Not one bit.
Didn't mean those things, I'm sorry. Doesn't matter anyway. We've been here one time too many. Wonder what will happen next. We both know that this ship's going down. Let's get off and leave before we drown. There's nothing left for us to say, 'cause we're see-through. There's nothing left for us to say, 'cause we're see-through. 'Cause we're see-through. We promised that nothing would break us, that we'd always find a way. When all was said and dust had settled, something didn't feel the same. We both know that this ship's going down. Let's get off and leave before we drown. There's nothing left for us to say, 'cause we're see-through. Let's save ourselves the courtesies, 'cause we're see-through. We both know how this thing goes. Should I leave or should you? There's nothing left for us to say, 'cause we're see-through.
Listen, if you were just listening to the podcast and all of a sudden the shit just stopped, it is the problems of going live. But you should be on here live with the rest of the Asgardians, Dre, Green Man, Don Norm, Game Vet, and everyone else, Blue Chicken, Dave from Down Under. You should be on here live on Spreaker.com, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday and Wednesdays. This week it's going to be a lot of extra goodies for you guys when we get Patrick Cutler on here. As a matter of fact, after this episode, I'm gonna go on there and finish this this situation he had live on YouTube, because I'm not playing around. I know you aren't, so why?
Why so serious?
Way to go, a-hole!
I'm going to say this because I'm not French. Matt Tissier says we are not alone, and insights regarding the weight of evidence suggest that UFOs exist. The thing is, for fuck's sake, I don't got to be French. I don't got to be sucking on the butthole of a snail in order to let you know that UFOs are real, because they are unidentified flying objects. Even if you go with the current nomenclature, as they say in science, of UFOs, unidentified aerial phenomena, is the same shit. Stop fucking around. Don't do it. Don't be mixing up the terms just because you want to be hip. But this guy, Matt Tissier, he is a well-renowned and gifted goal scorer that eventually got in trouble with the club in Southampton regarding some of the things he said about COVID. Eventually they were like, oh, nah, fuck you, dude. You're out. Because You can't fuck with COVID. I'm be honest with you guys. I don't care if you don't believe whether COVID is real or not. There's a lot of people who have passed away with COVID-like symptoms, and it's thank you to Wuhan. It's a true story. I personally know people that have gone through that. You know, family members or themselves, 4.2 far, RIP, that have gone through this. It's a real fucking situation. You don't shut down the whole fucking planet over a fake situation. That's all I'm saying about that. So your conspiracy, fuck you. But apparently, Tissier, or Le Tissier, because he's fancy, he apparently put out some argument saying that the people that were dying of COVID were gasping for air were actors. My thing is, if that was an actor, that fucking actor or actress would have to go back to their hometown alive. Wouldn't that be an issue if you were seen on news reports or commercials for, like, you know, get your vaccination today at blah, 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 or mail, blah, 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 and then they're showing your image and you're freaking gasping for air and dying of COVID? What do you think that individual, as an actor or actress, going back to their hometown, would they be like, oh, fuck, I thought you died? You saying it's fake? It's not fake news. People actually died of the Wuhan flu. And that's the real part of it. COVID, fuck COVID. It's the Wuhan flu. It originated in one place. These guys, you know, fucked around with whatever it was, and they released it on the world. Now, unless there's evidence saying that people were humping monkeys, you know, post the Wuhan, and that's what created it, then I can go with that. But let's see what it is. But going back to Le Tissier, that's what he said. That's what he said on Sky Sports. And apparently he suffered some real shit because they got rid of him. Even though he was a great football or soccer player, they gave him the boot. So now he says UFOs is another one that I think of looking into. And now you're just starting to see the media in the last few weeks a little bit more about UFOs is what he's suggesting. That's another whole situation where there seems to be a lot of evidence and not a lot of people talking about it. Nothing wrong there. There is no absence of evidence in ufology. What there is a lot of absence of people willing to discuss and research the topic. That's where the absence is at, because we can go back and back and back and back. And, you know, I am not an opponent to say Mary Jo or Bob, Peter, Jake. What you saw was the Starlink satellites. When it is backed up by evidence. When you could pull up a damn fucking app and show that it was a train of satellites from Starlink going past the same longitude and latitude where Mary Jo Bob and Billy Bob were basically standing at when they were, you know, pulling some kern out, getting them crops ready. Because those are the folks that people don't want to believe. But for fuck's sake, they're human. They're out there just like we are. And hell, there a lot of these folks, which a lot of people saying that they're not credible because they don't have the experience. They haven't seen modern day advances in technology when it comes to human flight. What the fuck? They're out there from the morning, from dusk till dawn. They know what the fuck they see. They know this very clearly. And night after night, they will see things. So eventually, they know. They know what's the difference between a domestic or a human-built aircraft versus some shit that's zigzagging in space, going down, making a trip over their land and then going the fuck back up past the Kármán line into suborbital space. They're not that dumb. Don't discount them. Don't discount the blue-collar person when it comes to ufology. Wake up. You guys who are regular people, because that's what we are, rise up. Do some research. Gamefit does it all the damn time. In the regular course of working and doing what he's got to do, he does it. He records shit. He posts shit. He shares stuff. Because it's important to someone, and it really should be everyone that needs to be involved in this. So Tissier got his butt booted from the team because of COVID statements. Now he's going after UFOs. I don't know. He says, I think the weight of evidence is that, you know what? We're probably not alone in the world. That wouldn't be a surprise to me one bit. No fucks given. I don't think it'd be a surprise to anyone. Because we're getting to the point where people are understanding the numbers. They're seeing the universe is way bigger than what they told us 30, 40 years ago. Hell, we don't even have the right numbers now, I promise you. The numbers that we're quoting scientifically is only based on a certain percentage of observations, not the entire known visible universe. There's a lot that we haven't seen that's not accounted for. Could you imagine the size of it? Could you imagine only being the only humans on this planet, in this solar system, in this Milky Way, in a sea of what could be a quadrillion of solar systems? It's fucking impossible. I promise you. I promise you.
All men and women created by you know the thing.
Don't fucking scream at me.
Where's
you
the money?
Dumb fuck you. Look at you. with your fucking 48% body fat.
This is what UFO podcast should be about. This is May 4th. Today is May 4th. Actually, in the United States, while I'm recording this live and dealing with some of the posts that the Asgardians are putting out there, on May 4th, a massive UFO spotted in South Dublin. I mean, could you imagine that? A massive UFO. Now, the thing is, I'm going to be honest, South Dublin, Ireland, Scotland, right? England, UK, Wales, I mean, wherever the fuck you are. Shout out to the $1 Million Bogan who is out in the UK doing a motovlog. But besides that, having a massive UFO reporting it the same day, according to David Kenny, who says he spotted the floating UFO and he could not believe his eyes. Were you coming out of a pub, David? Are you freshly out of a pub like I am freshly out of vodka in my Yeti tumbler? I don't know. But apparently, Kenny, or Mr. Kenny, David Kenny, if you will, out of Dublin, said it was a massive, so I ran inside and got my phone to size it. God bless you, David Kenny. Get your damn phone. Get your cell phone. You know that shit has about 8 freaking cameras on it. Make them work for you. He says it's not the first time it happened. He's a multiple offender. Should he have like something on his ankle? I got a video of one before coming out of the clouds. A roundy one with a dome on top. What the hell is going on? All of a sudden, in the last 3 weeks or so, it's all about the freaking UFOs, disc shape with domes on it. Why is this coming back? Is Jet Jessen all of a sudden being reborn? So now he's driving around the U.S. and Dublin and any other place in this so-called semi-transparent dome that no one ever sees who the occupants are. He goes on to say it was going slow and then it moved into the clouds. On the other side, it was over the summer in pure daylight. It was like a wild tic-tac looking thing. I mean, David, it's whatever you say. He says he sat in the sky for 2 to 3 minutes. 2 seagulls. Oh, shit. Somebody call Nick Pope. 2 seagulls were flying towards it. I saw army planes flying towards it too. I believe it 100%. We can't be the only planet with life on it. I mean, he's got a lot of shit going on with his UFO sighting. He's got Nick Pope, who said that seagulls are spies, and then you got government planes flying through it. I mean, that is the trifecta of ufology right now. You got these killer seagulls with their burning red eyes just looking to see which rubber-dicking human actually spots a UFO so that it can do its thing, go after its fries, shit on their shirt or their head, kind of to distract them of what's really going on. This was in the Dublin story. On top of that, you have military aircraft following whatever the fuck it is. This is one of the things where you can't get away with. The minute you see military aircraft following a UAP or UFO, you kind of back off. You're like, it's okay. I go about my business. Let me go lick my cat, my kitty, or feed my dog. I didn't see anything because the military was there handling the business. How do you know it was military helicopters or aircraft to begin with? It could be 4.24 bullshit. That's all I'm saying. It could all be a lie. I don't know. You can't even make this stuff up. It is what it is. Then we have another one from the Irish Aviation Authority. that's investigating the appearance of mysterious objects, which were first spotted by a British Airways pilot. Around 4:30, Donald Brady reported another strange sighting while looking towards Cork City in Bishoptown. At least it wasn't Cock City, because then we had the whole, situation from last week. But it wasn't Cock City. Just so you guys feel comfortable with it, it was Cork City. And this guy, Donald, without a D, he said, without a D, it's not even right. He says, listen, I don't know what it was. I was at my friend's house and we just dropped off my daughter and stepped out into the open to have a cigarette and noticed a thing in the sky. It was extremely bright, a beautiful day. At first, I thought it was a high-altitude airliner reflecting the sun. I observed it for a minute or two, and I noticed it was stopping, hovering, and moving side to side. It wasn't going in a straight line, and it wasn't going away from and wasn't coming towards me. Then along came this plane, and it wasn't reflecting anything, and I thought it was unusual. That's when I started the video. I mean, I can't say enough about these strange objects doing zigzag movements and kind of searching the ground in patterns. I mean, they're looking for something. If you were someone that's really interested in the topic, you should get your happy ass to wherever the hell it was searching and find it first. I mean, you might be irradiated. You might lose some time. You might find markings in the inside of your rectal cavity. But you did what was right. You went out there and put your life on the line for something that people say is fake news. I'm just saying, put your money where your mouth is. Put your booty hole where you could get some publicity. I don't know. Like I said, any alien that's still probing people is, they're just assholes. They're not even in it for the science. They're in it for the sport because they enjoy it. It's been too many years of them probing people for it to be scientific inquiry. This is the end of the podcast. Everything's fucking blurry right now. I had a little bit too much vodka today. But at the end of the day, I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to go to the YouTube channel tomorrow, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Patrick Cutler is going to be there about the reggae film. And we're going to talk some shit. We're going to find out not only why is he infatuated about reggae, but some of the stuff that's been happening out there. Some of the stuff that you can't fake, even if you tried. So to all of you, ciao. I'll catch you next time. Adios.